we are going to ask for the messages coming out for every sign of the zodiac for this time around the super moon, blue moon, in the sign of Pisces during Virgo season. Okay, so this blue moon, full moon, happening on Wednesday in the sign of Pisces is helping us to delve deep into our dreams. It's working with some very fluid energies, definitely some deep emotions, but the emotions of your dreams and fantasies, really very dreamy. I keep getting the word fluid energy. And at the same time, we have the sun in Virgo, which helps us pay attention to the earthly details and making them just how we want them. You know, so this is really about allowing your dreams to come in and not selling yourself short. This time is about it's about releasing anything with the full moon that is not in alignment with this true dream of your soul. You know, if anything feels like it's just a misfit, for that energy, then it's time to release that. The world is about those endings and those releasings of those things that just are not in the mix, you know, of this next phase. So this will be a time when you notice, you see yourself lovingly, maybe nostalgically releasing those things of the past. And I'm getting like the past decade. And this can be things that are very material, you know. There might be something that you're deciding it's time to let go of. That's a material thing of the earthly world. And it also is things in your life, parts of you, relationships you've called in that you realize are not part of your vision for the next decade. Okay. Well then. All right. So now we're going to start with Aries. So messages for the sign of Aries for this time around the blue moon, super moon. And I'm going to actually close a door that's letting some washer noise come into our reading. So you're going to reflect on this. This is a card of reflecting on what you are leaving behind, Aries. What you are leaving in the past. Pretty synchronistic, you know, that I'm physically closing a door on something that just causes some distractions in the background, right? So you are with respect and love, you know, just allowing a door to close. And, you know, this door was actually, it's like, yes, there are things that were meaningful and sweet about what you're leaving behind, but there was also quite a bit of toxicity there. You know, some of us have a bittersweet relationship with this devil energy where we, you know, it's like, in a way, you know, you feel sorry for the devil, Aries. And there are, I mean, certainly when we're talking about the devil, this is about addiction, this is about habits, this is about unhealthy things. So, you know, you've certainly cared about and do still care about situations and people that have that toxicity, that have that addiction element. But you're choosing now to go in a new direction because you're choosing to allow new doors to open for you. New doors, you know, see, you're allowing the old to die away here. You're allowing yourself to look at things through new eyes. And I see, you know, you're seeing this sort of ego attachment devil thing, but you're looking at the cups and you're like, yeah, I want those though. I'm willing to take a risk even though in receiving these new opportunities, there will be parts of me and parts of the world that are going to still kind of try to pull at me or try to keep me away from those opportunities. I'm going to still take that risk and go toward them. So this is about stepping out of your comfort zone, letting go of fear and taking the risk. And the fear you're letting go of is the fear that toxicity, that addiction will somehow follow you into the new opportunities. Okay, but you're deciding that it won't. And when you do this, see how you're just simplifying your life? You went from 8 of Cups to 7 of Cups. It's like cups are good, but I may have had a few too many cups in here. And some of them just weren't that good for me, right? So I'm going to simplify, and I'm going to take that risk, and I'm going to bet on myself. I'm going to bet that, I'm leading myself in the right direction because I'm focused on spirit. Okay? So Aries, that's your message for this moon. Woo! So next is Taurus. Thank you. Taurus is hot to trot. The Fool. So Taurus, you're really feeling this trust in spirit. You're like, all right, let's go. We're going. Let's go. Oh, there's a devil for you too, though. So this full moon is definitely going to be an opportunity for many of us to be releasing the things that would allow the devil to have a hold on us, releasing the things that were holding us in chains, holding us back, okay? So you're choosing trust over the devil. You're choosing faith in spirit and choosing to go ahead and take that leap. And as you do that, you're leaving behind toxicity that you inherited. And, you have a fear here. You have a fear of stepping into your power over that ancestral toxicity. Like this hierophant is representing the ways, Taurus, that you inherited, certain limitations on yourself, or maybe your ancestry placed certain limitations on you, but you're now aligning with this Fool, and you're like, no, I'm nervous about it, but I'm going to step into my power here. And you're choosing to look at, why have I been afraid to step into my power? And you're choosing to say better late than never. Better late than never. The best things in life are worth waiting for. This might be the start of the best time in your life. Okay. So it's not too late to step into your power, and it's not too late to trust it. You might be thinking, oh man, a new beginning at my age, or at this stage, or really, can I just start over? Yeah, absolutely. And it's going to be worth it when you allow yourself to experience this. Allow yourself to feel that sort of wild abandon, because you're heading in the right direction. That sense that you needed to do things just like they've been done before is actually what was holding you back. Okay. You are the new regime. This is the way you're doing it. Okay. And next is Gemini. For this blue moon, full moon in Pisces, what are the messages for Gemini? Thank you. The Artist. This is going to be a very creative, connecting you to your creativity, full moon, Gemini. You're going to feel connected to the part of you. Oh yeah, you're done waiting. Okay, so this Knight of Pentacles talks about slow movement and feeling like things are not coming in, but you're ready to speed things up here. You're ready to go ahead and give into this creative energy. Yeah, you're ready to receive. You've waited long enough. You've been waiting for the right time to allow yourself, Gemini, to, indulge, or just not even indulge, just trust this creative instinct of yours. And yeah, you're not going to wait on anybody else anymore. And it's okay to have a connection you know, that is interdependent, not codependent. But some codependent dynamic has been holding you back in your mind from receiving and from being able to go in this creative new direction. And you're done with that. So what you're releasing with this full moon is the waiting. Good. Good. Trust Spirit's leading you in the right direction with that. Beautiful. So next we have Cancer. Whoa. So Cancer, this is your message for this full moon. You have the Emperor. Or, nope, that's not the Emperor. That's the Hierophant. See, what a trick. Trick of the devil. A lot of signs are getting this devil as their middle card. It's very interesting. So we're all facing down our individual devils. Okay. And Cancer, for you, I thought the Hierophant was the Emperor. You thought that your ancestry, that something something traditional, something that came from your ancestry was the be all end all. You thought that it was, you could not, you thought that you had to receive whatever you were going to receive through that ancestry, Cancer, which is very natural for you. You are the sign of home and family, focusing on family. But with the well, the Seven of Cups, the Three of Pentacles here, you're building a new foundation. Doors are opening. So with this Hierophant and Devil, Spirit, what are you telling Cancer here? Okay, yeah. Do not try to take on this on your own. You're going to lean on Spirit, because there is something unhealthy and kind of toxic that was passed down to you through ancestry, or an unhealthy way of looking at family and expectation. And Spirit's releasing you from that. Spirit is, but you may feel yourself turning inward at this time and seeing, so see how they're kind of like telling secrets and saying, let's do it this way and let's start our own thing. You know, you're going to feel that, Cancer, that sense of, I'm going to start my own thing. And I don't even, you know, think anybody else in my family would approve, but that doesn't really matter because you're leaning on Spirit. So it's a time to be a rebel for you. Yeah, you're making choices and decisions that are for you. And this says, you know, don't worry. You can go ahead and feel free to make these new choices and decisions. It's your life. And it says, don't worry about making the right decisions. See, this Hierophant with the Devil was like, you better do it the way you're supposed to. But whatever you're doing here is not technically the way you're supposed to. It's the way it feels like you're supposed to for your soul. And you can feel free to do things that way because you have Spirit on your side supporting you in it. So you do not need to do things the way that was handed down to you or from tradition, okay? The way you've always done them, no. All right. Choose your own individuality here, okay? And next is Leo. These are the messages for this moon for Leo. The Fool. Being guided to trust your own path, trust your own intuition. Ooh, Wheel of Fortune. This is a big moon for you, Leo. This is a big moon. What is this Five of Cups here? Feels like, Leo, that you have a lot of sadness connected to the masculine energy in your lineage. You know, you inherited a lot of sadness through the masculine energy in your lineage. Yeah. And it's time for that to be kind of zeroed out. You know, this Wheel of Fortune is going to relieve you of a lot of that when you trust. When you stay in trust, the Wheel of Fortune here is this moon is going to relieve you a lot of that sad heaviness that you inherited. See? Release the past. Okay. So this is sadness of the past. Maybe connected to your father's line or just your father. And this karmic justice is happening here with this Wheel of Fortune, with this moon. It's time to release the past. So with this full moon, allow and align with, I am releasing the sadness of the past that I don't need to carry with me into this next phase. Okay. Beautiful. Okay, next is Virgo. And Virgo, it's your season. Happy birthday. And we are feeling into this Pisces full moon, which is in the energy that is opposite your energy. So it is your sister, you know, I was going to say sister from another mister of the Zodiac. That's pretty funny. It's like, and here's the mister. Who's your sister from another mister? You, man, something doesn't feel like it's quite fulfilling like you thought it would be, Virgo. And you have felt like, I thought I was moving into something that, I thought I was moving into something that was going to be fulfilling, and it's kind of coming up empty for me. Yeah. And you got this King of Cups here that you do yearn to feel this deeper connection with. This has to do with a lot of healing in your masculine energy, Virgo. And yours is definitely the most complicated reading so far. You're getting the most cards here. And you're ready to move away from some sense of strife or conflict or struggle. Yeah, and you just want simplicity and play and connection. And you want this masculine, heart connected. Yeah, you just want a simple, nice connection. Yeah, you just want to play and connect. You don't want all this complication anymore. You're realizing that things have gotten too complicated. You don't want that anymore. You just want nice, simple connection with this moon. So you're ready to release all the complication, all the drama. See? And that's fine. That's where you're headed. Stay on course. It says you're facing some big stuff in your life right now. Keep going. Stay on course. However challenging this may feel, be reassured that this is the appropriate way forward. And the universe supports your direction, and slow and steady progress is assured. So just stay focused on this connection that you are giving yourself. You know, this is you being determined, Virgo, to give that child inside of you that connection she yearns for, he yearns for, they yearn for. Okay. All right. Next is Libra. Libra for this full moon, blue moon in Pisces. Libra. Thank you. Nice. Tons of creativity coming in. You're going to feel very pulled toward just, yeah, what makes you feel creative, what makes you feel good. Lots of messages coming through. You're going to experience a lot of spirit messages and guidance and inspiration here. So go with it, because that's the way Spirit's carrying you through something right now, Libra. Spirit's using your art, whatever makes you feel artistic, whatever makes you feel connected. Spirit's leading you through some stuff, giving you strength that way, sort of going like, hey, psst, Libra, this way, let's go this way, and luring you. I'm seeing like a little trail of like, ooh, this is nice, and you're not even having to see some of the heavier stuff that's also happening. You've got let go gracefully. See, there's a person, situation, outdated thought or behavior pattern that you're letting go of to make way for the new. And there's changes happening with that. And as you're doing that, see, let go gracefully. Spirit's like, Libra, the more you focus on this creative stuff we're bringing through that feels good, the more you're going to just, you know, kind of la-di-da your way through this transition. Why not? It's the Libra way, right? All right. And next is Scorpio. Scorpio messages for this full moon. 10 of Cups. Nice. 2 of Cups. Wow. Ton of soul connection energy here. And the Emperor. Okay. What is this Emperor for Scorpio? The moon. 8 of Cups. Feels like, all right. Feels like you have a soul connection with Scorpio that has shown you where you really need to step into your power, where you've been afraid to step into your power, where you've been afraid of what you might have to leave behind. But you have a vision here. You're kind of going, you know what? 8 cups isn't 10 cups. I want all 10 cups. I want all this fulfillment. And why would I stop short? Isn't this interesting? You have 8 cups, which is sort of the disappointment, the unfulfillment. You have 2 here. That adds up to 10, right? But it adds up to 10 when you step into your own power here. You have to do the math. See how he's even holding a little plus sign there? 2 plus 8 equals 10, right? But you have to decide. You have to decide to step into power and let things add up. It says, are seemingly random coincidences showing up in your life? This card asks you to listen to the signs and take them seriously. You are tuning into the universal energy of a greater collective consciousness, and these synchronicities are arriving in your world to guide you. Listen to them. So, yeah, I'm seeing that as this Emperor, you really hold the key to some things that are happening in this connection that the other person may not be aware of, or may be in a place of not clicked into right now. And that is okay, because you're in this union within yourself, and you're the Emperor. You don't have to wait on anybody or wait for anybody to bring those cups. You got it all. You got the 2 and the 8. Okay, you just add it up inside yourself and say, I am whole. I am whole within myself. I am whole without anybody else. And so, you know, be there. I'd love for you to, but if you're not, I'm still whole, right? Okay, next is Sagittarius. Sagittarius, you also have the Artist. It's nice creative energy, this full moon. Yeah, it comes out a lot with a lot of signs because it's in Pisces, which is the most creative, dreamy energy. And you are going to be feeling that creativity and the abundance that, you have a vision. You have a vision of your 10 of Cups. You're seeing it. And you're being loving to yourself because you're saying, you know what? No matter what, I'm not going to give up this vision. I am not going to give up this vision of my ultimate joy, of my ultimate fulfillment. You are kind of, Sagittarius, really letting yourself get lost in the dreaminess of it. It's fine. You're doing this. This is loving to you, Queen of Cups. This is like, you're like, why not? Why not just let myself, you're seeing all these signs and these synchronicities that are coming through. When you might be into music, art, something that's really helping you tune in. And you're being very loving to yourself by allowing yourself to immerse in this. So this is the way to go for you, Sagittarius, this full moon, is just go ahead and immerse in all that creative energy. It's going to be very good for you, and Spirit's really going to be talking to you through that, okay? All right, and next is Capricorn. Capricorn. There is death. Okay, death is about release. So this full moon is a time of total release for you because you're doing what's loving to you, and it's not loving to you to hold on. It's not loving to you to even continue to mourn. This is showing it's time to move on. That Queen of Cups in you is saying, come on, let's, let's let go and move on. What is this, Devil? You're protected from it. You're protected from it. So self-love is going to be the key to you being in a protected energy through this full moon, because you are, Capricorn, having to let go of patterns, ways, and energies that really were not loving to you. These can be within you or in a dynamic. They just were not loving to you. They were not gentle on you. They were not kind to you. And as you're doing this, remember you're protected by Spirit, and remember that, the more you focus on the creativity. See the dreaminess here? The more you focus on that dreaminess of the Pisces moon and what you're being shown, the more it's going to protect you from that devil energy. Because you may feel very challenged right now, Capricorn, by that devil, and very challenged to let go of things that aren't good for you. But hang on to this, the creativity, the self-love. Okay, that's what you're going to hold on to. Now, you have this leadership card, leading by example. This card asks you to take ownership of your personal leadership qualities and align your thoughts and words and actions with everything you wish you could see in the world. So, it's saying, okay, you have these visions. You are so loving to everyone else, Capricorn. It's time for you to embody that energy and to be loving to yourself. And it's time for you to live that vision that you see. Okay, beautiful. And now we have Aquarius. Aquarius for the Pisces full moon. Thank you, Spirit. You have the World. A chapter is definitely ending with this full moon. You're being ushered into something new here. You're being led down a new road. And you are definitely being given all the steps, step by step, in each present moment by Spirit to go in this new direction. So Pisces, you may feel like, okay, I'm glad I'm out of this old cycle of suffering, but I definitely don't know where to go from here. Just one step at a time, one step at a time, one pentacle at a time. You're being shown there's a lot of very abundant energy with this eight and this infinity sign here. Spirit is leading the way. Okay, so just really lean on each step in the present moment and Spirit. Self-care. So Aquarius, this is a time for you to be very, very gentle on yourself. You have just ended a difficult cycle. Okay, so you really can't overdo this gentleness on yourself. Take this time. Okay. All right. And finally, Pisces. This is your full moon. The full moon in Pisces. What would you like for Pisces to know, Spirit? Okay. So you have death. You are letting go of something completely. You are letting go so you can transform. You're letting go of a lot of heavy sadness. Okay. All right, and the letting go itself can be sad and hard, but you have this King of Pentacles showing up as you move through this. You have justice. You're coming into a sense of solidness and a sense of your ships coming in through this releasing of the sadness. As you allow yourself to shed, to feel, and then shed the layers of sadness, you are coming into this sense of more solidness, more balance, and your ship's coming in. So it's very good. And then you have take a leap, okay? Take a leap of faith. It says it's completely understandable to be anxious or sad when stepping into the unknown. This card is calling you to trust and make that move. Step into the unknown. It adds up to a 7, divine guidance. So Pisces, I know it has not been easy. It's not easy right now, but this full moon is clearing away a lot of intense sadness. Some of that might be sadness around the masculine, around your father's lineage, or something having to do with the masculine energy. And you're coming into a sense of more optimism and more solidness within your own inner masculine essence. So you can lean on that. You can trust that, and you can trust yourself to take this leap that you're being guided to take. Even if that leap is just letting go of the sadness for now, okay? All right, those are the messages for this full moon. And I hope you have a wonderful week, and we'll connect again soon.